All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here, GEC NASCAR. We're going to be out at Iowa tonight. This is going to be an amazing race. The Kimberly Araujo Memorial 220 is about to kick off here in a few moments. These guys are about to get out to qualifying. It looks like we got about 4 or 5 minutes left. Up in the booth, you got me, as always, and we got, as always, Austin Swanson. How we doing tonight?
Oh, amazing. The playoff season is the best part of the year. I'm always excited to make it to this point because we have drivers that are well practiced, seasoned. The drivers all tend to know each other by this point because there isn't anybody new. So we tend to get some of the best racing out of this part of the year. Iowa, a tricky track for a lot of these drivers, but a lot of practice is what I've been seeing. So I'm impressed thus far. Hopefully a great race.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I was out there last night, man, and I'll tell you, this is a very technical track. Coming into it too soon, coming out of the turn, you're going around. It's all just to it. And it doesn't even take a whole lot of speed to do it, which is incredible to me. I found it very, very irritating, frustrating, just trying to keep the car straight. But I did wind up running some of the best times last night, but maintaining those times was impossible.
Yeah, and I've heard from more than one driver through these practices that there are a couple lines that run into some bumps going through these turns. So drivers definitely need to beware of popping out of the popular drive line to try and get around somebody. You could end up not only with dirty air, but you could end up with some bumps under those tires that'll send you around.
Yeah, and I found there's actually all the way up and down the track, those bumps are there. There's no way of getting around it. Barrow even said last night that it shot his car up into the air a little bit, being on that high side. So, but man, I found that high side coming into the middle was the easiest way to actually maintain the turn itself. So, I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see what these guys got going on here at Iowa.
Oh, absolutely. Some very fast times out there so far. Coonan leading the pack. Lynch not very far behind, with Gallman, Ellswick, and Cochran chasing for your top 5 currently. Not to even leave out Barrow sitting in that 6th position, who's barely behind Cochran. So very tight in that top portion of the practice here. Interesting to see what happens in ultimately in qualifying.
Well, and I'll tell you, last week these guys came out and put on a show. Really did an amazing job, in my opinion, out there at Dover. Not a whole lot of contacts, not a whole lot of cautions. A lot of respect on the track. We expect to see that tonight. Caleb Ellswick actually came out with the win. That's one of his first wins in the last couple seasons, man. He's super excited for that, and we're excited for him. He deserved it, definitely earned it last week, and really good to see him back up on the podium. But yeah, I mean, a second place did just as a great job. Chad Ashley sitting out there just killing it, came up from 16th to 2nd. Wound up taking it right there at the end with Wesley Lynch as well. I think there was a little bit of contact towards the end right there, but I don't think we actually... I think that's where it unfolded, right? Like, there was no confusion at the end. That's where the race was coming out. But Ellswick did a great job of keeping it in front and just... I mean, he
did what he needed to do.
Yeah, I was about to say, he did what he needed to do. Tapped Ashley a little bit, moved him out of the way, and wound up taking home the win. But good job on his part, man. So currently, as it stands right now, for this season, it looks like, being this is the first race of the playoffs, all the points for the playoffs drivers reset, so they're in a different bracket than the rest of our drivers. That are still earning points, but just, there's a huge gap between the playoff drivers now. They start off with 1,000 points for the season. So to lead that off, coming out here is going to be Thomas Coonan with 1,022 points. He's going to be, I believe, our regular season champion, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, so he came out with the most points, and you get X amount of points. I think it's 3 points per win, and maybe a point per stage win. So he came out with 22 points. Looks like Tommy K in second place. Krozak, I now know how to say his name. So Tommy Krozak came out in second place. He was only able to pull out 9 extra bonus points going into the playoffs. Wesley Lynch is in Wesley Lynch is in third place. He's going to be pulling in only 6 points to lead into the playoffs. Caleb Ellswick is going to be in that 4th spot. He is going to be, because Lynch is in 3rd, Caleb Ellswick is in 4th. Ellswick came in with 3 extra points, Harris with 2 extra points, Gallman with 1 extra point, and it looks like Ashley, Barrow, Brom, and Cochran all came in with an even 1,000. So they're going to be right even starting this race. They're going to be looking to get some extra points this race, especially leading into the first race of the playoffs. So what do you think about that top 5? You know what I mean, or the top 10 for coming into the playoffs? There's a lot of competition coming into the first race, and there's a lot of good drivers up there.
Oh, it's insane. It's absolutely insane compared to some of the other seasons, and I don't mean any disrespect to any of our other playoff drivers from previous series, but this has to be one of the strongest overall fields through all 10 drivers that we've seen probably in GEC history. This is one of the greatest groups of drivers we've seen from top to bottom. Every single one of these guys has been putting on consistently great performances all season long, and there is a chance that just about any of them could realistically take this home within the next 5 races.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong. Well, and I had a playoff driver come to me earlier today and was like, I'm really nervous if I mess up this one race. Well, luckily we don't knock playoff drivers out of their playoffs. Once you're locked in until the end of the championship. We don't eliminate drivers or anything like that. But honestly, to tell you, he's not horribly wrong. But again, you're also banking on those other drivers not doing as well too. Not everybody's going to come out here and have a perfect playoff race just because you're in the playoffs. So we're really interested to see like what drivers wind up into incidents and wind up not having such great races. Obviously, we want all of our drivers to have great races. But we got 5 races in the playoffs for the Cup Series, and there's a lot of competition coming into all of these races.
Absolutely. This is, like I said, the best time of year, the biggest part of the competition, and what a great group of drivers to have for this time of year.
Well, it looks like our qualifying is all finished, Austin. We have Gallman taking the pole on this one, which, again, Gallman is like a short track god somehow, coming out here every short track just dominating. But Justin Harris is right there behind him in second place. Klaus Brom, Ellswick, Lynch, Cochran, Krozak, Barrow, Campbell, and Sprouse to lead out your top 10 for your qualification there. But good amount of drivers for tonight. Not bad at all. We got 22 drivers coming into this race. So I expect to see a lot of hard racing, especially coming out of those top 10, the top playoff drivers. Well, as we get ready to go kick it off with our national anthem, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and do our Who's Your Pick? Austin, who you got?
Ooh. I am gonna have to give it. I'm just gonna have to go with Coonan. I'm gonna say it. He's been putting up some good practice. I know he's been out on the track, and the times are looking fast.
Coonan? All right. I haven't seen any times come out of Coonan right this second. It doesn't look like he actually put down a qualify lap. You know, I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna go with Gallman. Gallman is a great pick for any short track, and you know, I'm gonna go for the layup.
All right. Yeah. Definitely a solid choice.
Well, it looks like these guys are about to start gridding up any second here. Well, and again, the Kimberly Araujo Memorial 220 isn't called the 220 for nothing. 220 crazy laps at Iowa. It's a fast track. It's almost a mile. I was able to get up to crazy amounts of speed coming into that straight right there on the backstretch. But yeah, coming out of that turns 3 and 4, it's a little bit more difficult to get that speed to build up. But I'm sure a lot of these guys figured out the trick tonight. I wasn't even able to pull it together all the way to even finish the practice race. So, man, I wish these guys a lot of luck, Austin.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. 250 laps around this place is going to drive some people insane, especially with that long final stage. But if there's anyone who can do it, these are the guys.
Are we still under qualify? Yeah, it looks like it.
We're going.
Oh, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to start that grid up. Again, we're going to kick it off with our national anthem as always, and we will see you guys back out on the track in a moment.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, kicking off the playoff race number 1. 86 on the... Oh, no, I'm completely wrong. It's 71 on the inside, 7 on the outside. Kenneth Gallman taking that pole. He's going to get a good position here. He can choose top or bottom. It does look like he is going to start off at the bottom. But that number 7, I don't think he's going to give up very easily. He's going to be on that high side, and I believe that high side catches a lot more speed coming out of the turn, but we will see here in a moment. They're going to go ahead and take one more lap around, as this is only the pre-lap. Short tracks do 2 for some reason. I think it's just to give everybody time to line up, but yeah, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Last time around for the pace car. We got a couple shout outs as we're coming around. Let's go Yancey Motorsports by Gilla Girl. Thank you for being here. Absolutely. Let's go. The Yanceys are a great team, and they've pulled out a lot this year. Number 41 is going to be up there. Racers for Christ. Great to see them up front. He's going to be in that third spot, Klaus Baram. And then we got Grizzly shouting out Skidmark Motorsports and Kenneth Gallman. Great picks. I agree. We have great taste. Here we go. Lights are off the pace car. They're coming around 3 and 4 right now. They're about to get to that Geico restart zone. Pace car off the track, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Kenneth Gallman doing a great job of just maintaining, but that 7 of Harris just able to break out a little bit more speed than him on that restart. Like I said, it looked like that top spot is going to be the way to come in and out of those turns. I don't like that bottom line personally. That's where I was actually sliding up myself, but these guys are doing a great job. Here we go. Go 41, Klaus Brom down into the infield. Caution does not come out. He's back on the track now. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with Brom.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, close call for Brom. Doesn't look like he took any damage. As long as he can stay on the lead lap, he should be okay.
Doesn't look like any damage, and I don't see any black flags.
Well, and I found you got to take it real easy here. They're not going to be like crushing it right here in the beginning. They're going to be feeling out the track, the weather, how everything looks, and looks like everybody's starting to single file out a little bit. 52 is going to be right there in that 8th spot. 54 of Ashley trying to chase him down. Ashley was pretty fast in the practice race last night, so I expect to see him being able to maintain himself pretty well. 52 and 86, they just seem to be running pretty consistent lap times. Oh, 3 wide back there with Barrow and the 89 of Wilson. Looks like they're going to single file out again. Cheshire are going to be on the outside of Barrow. They're going to go 3 wide. And, oh, no, Coonan decided not to push it 3 wide. That's going to give Cheshire a little bit of a grip to go out there. Barrow got to check up a little bit. 3 had touched that wall from the checkup right there. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Not what Barrow expected right there, I'm sure. It looked like he was on the angle to smack that wall. Checked up and just 3 got right up in the back of the corner panel. Oh, contact between the 23 and the 3. 23 down on the into the infield. Thomas Coonan, our points leader, down into the infield. A little bit of contact between him and Dusty Haynes. Not a good start for him, unfortunately. Not what we wanted to see. Yellow flag does not come out. Single car underneath the line.
And oddly enough, one of the rare occasions where the 3 car is not blinking whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm hoping he got something fixed because that was dangerous. 7 goes around a little bit. He's able to maintain. Justin Harris stalls back. He's going to fall back to 6th place, 7th place. Loses about 5-6 spots on that. That's exactly where I was having issues as well. Just coming out of those turns towards that bottom is so dangerous. You got to stay off that line a little bit, I feel, or else you just can't maintain it. That's going to go ahead and put Wesley Lynch up in the lead. He's going to create a gap for himself a little bit. He's going to be now 0.5 in front of our second place of Ellswick, our last race winner coming into the playoffs. 17 looking low on the 71. Let's see if he can actually take it. It does not look like he's going to have the momentum. He's going to want to get up against that wall coming into these turns. That gives you the best angle of attack. But man, I'll tell you, even coming into the turn too quickly will actually get you loose. It'll kick the back end of that car right out. So these guys are doing a great job of not letting that happen. Lynch able to maintain that 0.5 distance in front of Caleb Ellswick. It's going to be an interesting race between those two to start this one off. So, and just to talk about, you know, the race and everything, Austin, Kimberly Araujo, beautiful soul, unfortunately passed away due to cancer. This whole race and anything proceeds to go through any of it is donated straight to cancer, any kind of cancer research that we can help anybody with. I mean, cancer kills so many people every single year, and so many people survive it, but so many people don't. So this race is sort of dedicated to all of them, but at its key point, it's Kimberly Araujo. That's one of our co-founders. His mother passed away not that long ago, and this is dedicated to her. And shout out to Kimberly Araujo, and she raised a great person and left a lot of people that cared. But again, these guys are showing it off with a beautiful race as well to dedicate in her honor, and anybody else that has lost their lives to cancer, and anybody that has it, it's just currently fighting it. Hats off to all of you, because it's a battle that's not easily won. So back to the race though. 33 is still out front, maintaining that current lead, able to get a little bit more of a gap going on. He's going to be now 0.6 in front of our second place of Caleb Ellswick. Caleb Ellswick has his own little cushion going on as well. He's about 0.5 in front of Tyler Krozak in that number 8. Krozak, he doesn't look like he has very many people. Oh, Gallman is actually coming up, man. He's going to be on the long run, and it looks like he's going to be creeping up, but man, he's also 0.5 behind. So these guys are all about 2 seconds within each other. Pretty short track. Things can change very, very rapidly. 52 down into Barrow. They make contact. Barrow able to maintain that. Wow. A lot of skill right there for Barrow. I am just shocked he did not lose it right there, Austin. That was crazy.
Yeah, wild, and there's no way he's happy about that, moving down into
12th
or 13th place. 12th place.
Yeah, he lost 4 spots on that, or 3 spots on that move. Really unfortunate for him. 52 and him got into that contact, but Barrow's going to tighten up, and he's going to make it to the end of this race.
Absolutely. Still early on, too. Only 21 laps into this race. Plenty of time for anything to happen.
Oh, man, yeah, definitely. Well, and again, we do have 2 stages in this race. What are our stages, Austin?
70 and 140.
70 and 140. Man, those stats. Whew, that's a lot of laps. we're in for it.
A lot of laps.
But man, I just, wow. These guys are putting on a hell of a show already, and we're only 20 laps in, man. I'm excited to see what stage 3 is going to bring. Chris Campbell trying to fight off that 97 of Andrew Lons. Not for long. Andrew Lons is right up behind him trying to take that spot away. We have a driver up on the center of the track right there. Did you see who that was? Yellow comes out for the first time tonight. Looks like Sprouse. Oh, overcorrection. Sprouse gets loose right up into the outside wall. That was a very, very hard hit. Good man by staying up on that wall, though. Very smart on his part, not coming back down onto the field.
Copy, 17 claim.
It looks like, I can't tell if he blew his engine on that, but man, that was a crazy hit. It does look like he might be able to get back going on his own. I'm hoping. But that wheel is all kinds of messed up. Dang it, not what you wanted to see from that. He's going to be creeping back. It does look like his car is moving on its own. Hopefully he can make it back to pit lane. Looks like a good majority of almost every single driver on the entire track pitted on that one. Gallman still in the pits for some reason. Not sure what's going on there. Andrew Lanza, the 97, comes out in first somehow. He must have only did a 2-tire change. Wesley Lynch comes out in second. Krozak in third. Andrew Lanza up 20 spots. Ellswick in fourth, Rom in fifth. Looks like Sprouse did actually go a lap down, unfortunately. He may be a couple laps down at this point. I don't think his car's still damaged. It shouldn't be.
Browse?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like... No, his car's fine.
Yeah, he looks okay.
Lights are off the pace car after it crosses the finish line right here. These guys are going to go back double file. 97 on the outside, 33 on the inside. Oh, 97 decides to go on the inside. I think the 33 is going to... Again, man, that restart on the outside is... it's looking like it's going to be a lot more advantageous than not. Especially the way the 7 got a jump on the 33 in the last restart. That's all right, because it looks like the 97's got that number 8 right behind him. Tyler Krozak, he's going to be second in points for the playoffs coming into this race. It looks like the 66 on the outside of him. He's also another playoff driver. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the Geico restart zone. Green flag. Great start by Andrew Lons. He's able to maintain that lead. Creating a little bit of a cushion for himself coming into the restart. But These guys are hot on his tail. They are not going to give up very easily. Number 8 looking down low on Andrew Lons. He's going to be going ahead for the pass on the first place. Tyler Krozak is going to be our new leader. 33 and 66 able to make a pass on the 97. Just lost a little bit of speed coming out in and out of that last 3 and 4. Kenneth Gallman now looking at the back door, 97. Seeing what he can do to break in. Caution comes out, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Brad Wilson was involved. Let's go ahead and take a look. Wilson's in the 89 on the outside of the 54 right there. 98 sideways. And that is going to be one of the Yancey's, Aaron Yancey. He gets loose. 89 slides out and right there. There was nothing the 89 could do. It looks to me like another driver was involved as well, though. So if we go back and watch the 98, oh wait, hold up. It looks like the 98 might have came down on the 52 to get him loose. 52, I don't see it. I see him riding that point. I don't even know if he knew that they were that close, but yeah, man, not what you want to see for those guys. The 02 getting involved. 02 is going to be in the pit. That's going to be Richard Elliott. He's looking to come out here and make some things happen tonight as well, but just unfortunate event and getting tied up into that little mix-up. Let's go ahead and pull up a driver for an interview. And we got Cheshire. Cheshire, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, we got the 48, guys. 48, first race of the playoffs, man. Coming out here, being a short track. Short track racing is always chaotic. What's going through your mind?
Oh, man, it's rough. Yeah, I didn't want to take tires that last pit stop. Tires are still 93. It's just, I don't know, man. It runs good for a couple laps, and then it wants to get loose, and then you'll be back running good, and then loose again. It's kind of like a back and forth battle there.
Well, and I'll tell you, I had a hard time last night too. A little bit of advice. I tried to stay up towards the middle. I try not to go as low as everybody else, because that's where the looseness is coming from for me. I was just coming into the out of the turns too low, and I'll tell you, the best speed for me was in the middle. But again, you're doing a really great job out there, man. We haven't seen any incidents or anything from you, so you know, keep up the good work, and we expect to see you out there and hopefully in the winter circuit.
Yeah, well, I got a new wheel coming this week, so it should be a lot better once I get that. It'll be my first direct drive wheel, so hopefully it helps.
Oh no, I'll tell you, exponentially is going to help. But you haven't had a terrible season, man. 48 has been on the screen a lot this season, and you've been doing really hard work to keep that Racers for Christ team as many points as you can get, and I just think you've been doing a great job, man.
Well, I appreciate it, man. You guys do a great job yourself.
Absolutely. Well, good luck out there, buddy. Looks like you guys are about to grid back up.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. That's 48 of Cheshire. Going to be on that Racers for Christ team. He's going to be, it looks like, in the 18th spot on this restart. But that's all right. A lot of room to grow on this track. Over 200 laps to go, Austin.
Yes, sir. Still early in the night.
Here we go. Green flag is out. Tyler Krozak and Caleb Ellswick battle it out. Krozak able to get a little bit of a lead, but here he comes. 66 on his outside. He's going to be pushing hard to stay right there with him. Caleb Ellswick looking for that pass. Woo, a little bit of action back there with 11 of Jay Marion. He's going to be breaking into the top 5 for the first time on the inside of Andrew Lons in that 97. Here we go. Caleb Ellswick is our new leader, but we have a caution. Brad, no, that's the last one. I know, that was the last one. Oh my goodness, it was Cheshire. And I swear I'm not cursed. I'm not, Austin.
Ooh.
Let me go back and look what happened. Looks like
is
Barrow
going
was
on
involved
here?
as well.
Barrow was involved somehow.
Oh, McMillan taps Barrow a little bit. Barrow gets loose.
McMillan
Cheshire and
tapped
Barrow.
Barrow a bit. 54 gets loose.
Oh my!
48 gets loose.
Oh, Wilson up into the wall. Cheshire, Wilson. Oh
I don't
my!
even know who should claim that based on what I saw.
I'm gonna have to go back and take a look, because Barrow sideways, Cheshire sideways.
And they're all completely unrelated, or at least 2 of them are unrelated.
My goodness. Do you think it has anything to do with fresh tires?
Possibly. I'm going to have to take a look.
That was intense. But I hope it looked like everybody came out pretty unscathed. We do have a couple people down in the pit. Cheshire, Barrow, and Wilson.
Yeah.
Looks like 66 is going to go ahead and be in the front right there. Yeah, he took that little bit of a nose lead when that caution came out, so that's going to give him the start of the race. He's going to get to choose up or down on this one. So we got Bolton up in the booth. We got a copy, Bolton.
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy. Playoff race number 1. How's it going?
It's doing pretty good. My driver, Dusty, he's doing pretty good. I'm just spotting for him tonight.
No, hey, even better. I can pull you up without being completely distracting. But yeah, man, how's it going out there for you guys? How's the track feel for him? Is he doing all right?
Oh yeah, he's doing good. He almost got loose back on lap 20, somewhere around there. He had a good save though. Got it back going straight. We're running P9. It's a great day.
And yeah, absolutely. I mean, number 3 has been very notorious for being an extremely fast car. Breaking into the top 10 this early, I expect him to have a lot of luck.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Awesome. Well,
Doing
we wish you guys the best out there. Please, please, please have fun. And best of all, see you in the winner's circle.
You too, man. Thank you.
Here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. 66 is going to go ahead and restart on that outside. Very smart decision on his part. 8 is going to be down low. Pace car lights are off. 33 lining up behind the number 8. Wesley Lynch is going to be pushing him off that restart. And then you have the number 11 of Jay Marion on the outside in that 4th position. Going to be right behind Caleb Ellswick. A lot of action so far here out at Iowa for the Kimberly Araujo Memorial 220. Green flag up in the air. Green flag!
Oh, what a start by Ellswick.
Absolutely getting a nice little gap. He's going to go ahead and try to keep that as much as possible, even try to maintain it or gain it a little bit. He's 0.3 and Krozak right at the moment, but Krozak's creeping right behind him. As these guys start to line up in the back right there, 23 is going to be on the inside of the 7. 23 finally made his way back up through the field. He's now going to be, Thomas Kuhn is now back up in the pit. Little blink out from Dusty Haynes right there, but we're going to ride along with Chris Campbell right behind him. Gallman is going to be right there in front of him in 9th. Campbell trying to break his way into the top 10. 86 at Cochran had to check up a little bit right there with Andrew Lons on the outside. He's going to lose a little momentum. Gallman's going to be catching up. Oh, 3 wide, 68, 41, 54. They're able to maintain it. Wow. Amazing job. That was insane right there. Brom up the track is going to lose that position to the 68 of McMillan. Here we go. We got some racing. 92 looking down low right there. It's Scott Yancey. He's going to be passing that 0-2, trying to take that position out. 98, his brother Aaron Yancey, right back behind him. He's in the middle of a Yancey sandwich at the moment. Barrow about to get into the middle of the Yancey sandwich. Definitely not what you wanted to see for Barrow that early in the race. Well, and I'd rather it be this early in the race for him than later on. He's able to at least catch back up. We're about 50 laps in here for 250 laps, ladies and gentlemen. So he has a lot of racing to go. 98 is going to be down low, looking down low on the 92. His fighting brothers on the backstretch.
Well, speaking of Barrow and the pain he's currently feeling, he must not be the only one, because sitting right in front of him, and now behind him, is Rom, another playoff driver. They are sitting there interchanging positions. Both of them need to try and make their way up from 15th and 16th positions if they're going to do anything about their current playoff position.
Looked like the 98 and the 92, the brothers got together back there, slid out a little bit. Contact between Barrow and the 68 right there. They're able to maintain it, man. This is astounding on the skill that these guys are presenting. I mean, a lot of these saves have been incredible. 68 trying to fight off the 17 and the 41 of Klaus Brahm, as we spoke about. Klaus trying to move his position back up through the field. Early break right there. 17 dives down low. 92 getting loose. Well, and as the next caution comes out, that's going to give Brad Wilson the ability to get that lap back. He's going to be in the back of the field a lap down, but he's still got a lot of time. We got a caution coming at lap 70, so I expect to see these guys pushing hard until then. 18 more laps until stage. Let's go ahead and check back up with our leader, Caleb Ellswick, in that clean air, able to gap everybody by 0.7 right now, almost 0.8. Tyler Krozak just trying to catch up, but he's got some trouble. Wesley Lynch is going to be right there behind him with Thomas Coonan right behind him. Coonan passing Marion for that 4th spot. Coonan is definitely not a slouch when it comes to driving. He is going to be looking to take the win tonight. Coonan also our point leader coming into this race. Just incredible driving. 4 down low, 97 up top. Looks like we're riding around with a 54 at the moment. William or Chris Campbell out there pushing it around the 52. He's going to be in that 10th spot. 54 of Chad Ashley is going to be trying to take that away. But Barrow peeking into the top 10. He's going to be trying to get there as well. As we get back on track, the 52 is still trying to chase down Coleman. He's going to be much closer now. Within passing range, he's going to be looking to get up there pretty quickly. But he's also got some trouble. Chad Ashley getting a little loose behind him right there, trying to catch up and take that spot away. Losing a bunch of speed. That's going to give Barrow the opportunity to get up next to Chad Ashley. They're going to be side by side, pushing through 1 and 2. Chad Ashley is going to lose that spot to Barrow. Barrow now in the 11th. He's going to be looking to get up to that 52. Going down low, allowing that 33 to pass, and then he's up high. Where'd he go? Cheshire, unfortunately, going to also be a lap down. That's going to put Brad Wilson a little bit behind. He's not going to get that lucky dog if we get a caution. Wilson's going to have to get up there in front of Cheshire. Which Cheshire's about 10 seconds ahead of Wilson at the moment. Oh, Cheshire down into the inside wall! Oh, he smashed that wall hard! There's going to be a lot of damage on that car. I don't know. He's going to have to pit.
Caution. Oh, no.
He's going to have to pit. And he decides not to.
That is detrimental.
Cheshire stays out on the track after that devastating wall hit.
No meatball flag from what I can see.
Wow. That was incredible. How he is still on the track, I have no idea. I thought that was Wilson's chance right there. Oh, but he did lose about 10 seconds on that. Or about 8 seconds. Wilson is coming up behind him. Yeah, Wilson's about to pass Cheshire right here. Wilson is now going to be the lucky dog recipient. See, apparently I can just say things and they happen. I did not jinx Cheshire. I do not. I am not cursed. Looks like we have a driver down in pit lane. Gonna be Robert McMillan. Not sure what's going on there. Hope everything is alright. Yeah, everything looks fine. He's getting back out on the track. As we check back in with our leader, Thomas Coonan, the 23, is now trying to chase him down. Wesley Lynch losing that gap he once had. Now only 0.3. Coonan must have got in front of the 66 and Tyler Krozak without us even realizing it.
Final half lap before stage.
Lynch trying to battle him off, trying to take that stage win. He wants all those points. Check up from Coonan. Oh, Coonan gets a little loose right there. And that is going to be the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Caution is going to be out. Our winners of the stage: Lynch, Coonan, Ellswick, Krozak, Marion, Harris, Barrow, Gallman, Campbell, and Ashley. Those are all of our drivers that are going to receive stage points for the first stage. Here we go. These guys are lining back up. Let's go ahead and pull somebody up real quick and see if we can get a quick interview. Brought Cheshire up. Bring Elliott. So we got Elliott up in the booth. Elliott, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hello, how we doing here for playoff race 1 at Iowa?
Just trying to stay out of everybody's way at this point.
Well, and obviously this is a super technical track. Spinning out is a very big deal here. We don't expect to see like perfection as it comes out. A lot of these drivers know what they're doing. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Just ride it out like a Sunday drive, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just trying to make it to the end and then try to race at the end if I'm still on lead lap. So cheering on my guys that are in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, those guys are doing a great job, but man, you still got a chance. It's always all about the glory at this moment, but man, you've been doing really, really well lately, and we expect to see a lot out of your career here at GEC, and we appreciate you being here.
Well, I appreciate what y'all do.
Absolutely, man. Well, good luck out there, and we look forward to seeing you out in the winner's circle.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Tell those guys I said good luck.
All right, will do.
All right. We do have a special guest in the booth. Not sure if he's going to mic up or not, but Mason Araujo is here. That is going to be our contributor for tonight, our sponsor. We appreciate you being here, Mason. Thank you.
Appreciate it having me.
Absolutely, man. These guys are running a beautiful race for the beautiful soul that your mother was, and these guys are honoring her memory very well.
Glad to hear it. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. I wish you could be out here with us and running in the race, but obviously we know work duties in real life, and we just appreciate you even stopping by, man. We're glad we can represent her memory.
Absolutely.
And for the first time you'll ever hear me ever swear on the broadcast. Fuck cancer.
Damn right.
But as we get back to green flag racing here, these guys are going to be double file. Lights are off the pace car, ladies and gentlemen. 23 is going to be on the outside, just barely able to chase down the 33 for that stage, but 33 is able to take it home for that first one. Looking forward to seeing what kind of restart we're going to have here between those two. We're going to have Marian and Krozak right behind him in that 11 and that number 8, but Barrow breaking back into the top 5 again tonight. Wow, amazing racing by these guys. But here we go. Pace cars off the track. Green flag in the air. Green flag. Looks like Coonan was able to get a little bit of a jump right there. It's going to put Ellswick in a bad position. Or outside of Ellswick, I'm sorry. That's going to put Lynch in a bad position. Unfortunately, he's going to have to fight his way back up to the front. Coonan able to get almost a 0.8, almost 0.9 on Lynch on that restart. Coonan goes around! Oh no! Caution does not come out! Our point leader goes around.
Inside wall. That is a tough way to go.
He had almost a second gap on second place. That is straight devastating.
Marion, the new leader.
Marion in that number 11, able to be in the right place at the right time, taking that front spot, but he's got some competition right there. Krozak is looking at this quarter panel. He's looking to pass. (97-71) battling it out for that 6th spot. They're going to have Cochran breaking into the top 10 for the first time tonight as well. Campbell right there, right behind him. And Haynes leading out the top 10. Haynes has got some trouble right there, though. The 17's looking on the inside. He's looking to take that top 10 away. Looking hard. Able to get a little bit of momentum to get up on the inside of that 52. Man, I'll tell you, coming out of these corners is like walking on eggshells. Super hard to do. Oh, 52 makes contact with the 3. 3 gets sideways. 3 slowed down all the way on the track. Keeps blinking. Brom making contact. Brom back up into that wall right there, unfortunately. Not what you want to see for one of our playoff drivers. Just breaking it into the playoffs, first race. Hopefully he can recover and get back out of front. There's a battle. 33 and Tyler Krozak. Menchaca involved in an accident. Yellow flag comes out for the 5th time here at Iowa. Let's go take a look and see what happened.
Copy 32. Thank you.
Menchaca in that 32 claims that caution. Oh, it's just got, he looked like he got up into them bumps up there in that turn. Oh no. Boom! Smacks that inside wall so hard. I'm surprised he was able to keep them wheels moving. Surprised he didn't blow his engine. That was crazy. That was a dead hit, the outside wall.
Marion able to maintain that lead position.
Yeah, and as we've seen in the past, the 11 car, Marion has definitely held a good amount of speed on almost all the tracks that he hits. He's a well-rounded driver, and he definitely could come home with it tonight. Especially Gallman looking like he's got to work his way back up towards the front. He might make that gap he needs to stay out there. There's so much more competition also right there in front, with the 33 of Lynch, 66 of Ellswick. Ellswick just won the last race. He's obviously looking to win another one. Barrow's out there. He's up there in 5th place. A lot of really good drivers up there in the top 5. And all the way through the top 10. Cochran's right there in 6th. Gallman in 7th. Yancey, Sprouse, Harris.
Definitely a very strong field, top to bottom.
Well, man, I can't believe we're already here. We're already at the playoffs. It's crazy. It seems like we had our preseason admin meeting just weeks ago.
I know. It comes up fast.
Yeah, it's already been 10 weeks, man. That's just nuts. Running the All-Star race was a lot of fun on Tuesday. Those guys did a really great job. Best All-Star race that we've actually had in quite some time. Well, the most loaded one anyway. There's a few cautions that I'd rather not have happen, but again, you know, those guys went out there and all it was about was just to come out and have a lot of fun with the other drivers. That gave the Cups and truck drivers a good chance to feel each other out.
Sarker cars can be a challenge, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, those newer ones, man, it felt like I was wheeling that thing, dude.
How did it feel being back out on the track since a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I know. I haven't been able to race with our guys in almost 2 seasons, man, and I'll tell you, it was great.
Actually, rather a couple of months, I should say.
Yeah, unfortunately, it ended early for me at lap 20, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Restart, green flag. Looks like the number 11 of Marin was able to get a pretty good jump right there. He's going to go ahead and maintain that lead coming out of this restart. Ellswick right up behind him, though. Not letting him go anywhere. Ellswick's led a bunch of laps himself. Oh, the number 2 goes sideways up into the outside wall. Richard Elliott.
I am surprised that is not a caution.
Let's go back and take a look. Number 2 back there in that red and white. He gets bumped by the 68 of McMillan a little bit right there on an early break, trying to avoid to come off the wall so he doesn't cause an accident. Still going to maintain that green flag, ladies and gentlemen. we now have a couple drivers a lap down. Brad Wilson, Menchaca, Brom, and McMillan are all a lap down. Marian's able to get a little bit of a gap on the number 2 or the second place of Ellswick in that 66. Only 0.3 and ahead of him, so he's going to have to be real careful not to make any mistakes, or else Ellswick's definitely going to capitalize. Let's go ahead and take a look. We get a shout out down here. Looks like Wesley Lynch says, "Let's get it." Wesley Lynch? What? How did he? Oh man, he's in that car typing to us on his dashboard or something. Then we got Herman in the chat. How's it going, boys? Man, you are one missed person, buddy. We are glad you're here, and it has been going extremely well. Here we go, back out on the track. Dusty Haynes, he's going to be in that 12th spot, trying to get into the top 10. He's going to have to pass Gallman and Andrew Lons. They've been known to have good speed, so it's going to be quite difficult. Andrew Lons now going around the 98. Aaron Yancey losing that 10th spot to the 97. He's going to try to keep maintaining, though. They're side by side. See if Lons can actually pull it out. Oh. Still side by side with that 98. Just not able to get back up in front. Lon's able to take that position away. Gallman now looking up behind those guys. They've been fighting, so he's able to gain a little bit of time on them. '71 having to check up for the 98 a little bit. He's going to lose a little momentum. We're now almost 100 laps in. We are now 100 laps in here at Iowa for the Kimberly Araujo 220. And these guys are putting on a hell of a show. Already crazy amounts of racing going out onto the track. And not a lot of, contact like we expected. Which is a good thing.
That was a good thing.
Well, and as we stated before, these drivers know they have a lot on the line. There's no reason to go out there and push so hard that you get DQ'd or, you got to claim cautions or get enough damage to where you can't run your race the way you want to. It's just a terrible feeling. So I think these guys are doing a great job of minding that. 97 right up behind the 17. He's going to be looking to take that spot away. 97 has been on a run trying to move up through the top 10. Andrew Lons is able to make that pass. He's going to go ahead and take that 8th spot away. Let's go ahead and check back in with our leader. Our leader getting, as we come to him, is getting passed by Caleb Ellswick in the 66. Ellswick and the 11 are side by side fighting for that P1. 11 just able to maintain it a little bit better. Ellswick looking like he had to check up on that last set of turns. Almost making it happen. Well, they're going to have to be careful, man, because Lynch is like right there. Here we go. These guys are going to be coming up on a little bit of lap traffic of the 02. is going to be a yellow flag, ladies and gentlemen. Something happened back there. Looks like involving Brad Wilson, unfortunately. Cheshire going to be that lucky dog. Oh, the 89 just getting sideways. And I've seen it. It happened to me a bunch of times. Oh, oh my lord. That was skill right there. Those drivers avoided him like the plague. That is insane. I cannot believe that. That is going to bring out the caution, ladies and gentlemen. For the 6th time tonight. Let's go ahead and get one of our faster drivers up here for an interview. It looks like we have the 23 of Thomas Coonan in the booth. Coonan, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. What's up?
Hey, man. Obviously, being out here for the first race of the playoffs, a lot on the line, man. We've seen a little bit going on right there with you going around into the infield. Really unfortunate. You recovered very nicely, though. You're still on the lead lap, correct?
Yes, correct.
Awesome, man. Well, again, what's going through your mind for this race?
Honestly, it's taken a lot from my teammates. Try to keep me under wraps. It's very frustrating, honestly, when I'm going back to front, back to front, back to front constantly, and it's very frustrating. But we're definitely trying to keep my cool here and try to get this pit pass network number 23 Chevy up in that top 10 and gain some points, some desperate points for some my point lead here in the playoffs.
Well, and that's what I was about to say, being the point leader coming into the first race of the playoffs, you definitely have the most advantageous points coming into the playoffs. And coming into this one, possibly losing that little bit of the gap that you come into there with, there's got to be a little bit of a shake.
It is a little bit of a shake, but like I said, we're trying to get back up in there, trying to minimize the damage that I'm occurring here. Thank God, though, the 3 times I have spun, I have not gotten any damage besides just a little bit from that last one, but it wasn't even more than 10 seconds. So I'm very lucky that I'm still here in this car without using that fast repair. And still, even then, definitely we're going to try to work with my fellow teammates here and try to get as much points as possible to make sure we minimize that points deficit going into that final stage.
All right, well, I'm going to get you back down there. Good luck, and hopefully we'll see you back out front.
Absolutely, thank you.
10-4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're going back to the green flag. Oh, shoot, we still had a whole lap. I could have talked to him for a little bit longer. Dang it. Now the lights are off the pace car. I thought pace car was about to be off the track. But, hey, I'd rather have them down there for this lineup than not. It looks like we had a little bit of a shake-up there with those pit stops. Andrew Lawn's now up in the lead, up 20 spots. Chris Campbell in the 52 on his outside. Caleb Ellswick. And it looks like Krozak, Marion, Lynch, Harris, Barrow, Sprouse, and Cochran to lead out your top 10. We do have another stage coming up here in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag. 97 able to get a decent little jump right there for himself. He's going to maintain that and into that first set of corners, but the 66 is going to be looking to reduce that quite immediately. And we have another caution, fast, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure what happened. There's seems to be a lot of drivers involved in this one, involving Chad Ashley as well. Oh, what in the world happened to the 7 of Harris? Oh, Harris gets into Barrow a little bit. Let's go back and take a look. Barrow gets loose, gets up into Harris. Harris had to lock it down. Oh, Gallman up into the wall. No. Hopefully, bunch of damage on the front left of that 71. Doesn't look like any other drivers incurred like a whole bunch of damage on that, thank God. Wow. Exciting so far, I'll tell you. We'll go ahead and bring up Cochran's partner, and they're going to be for that Racing Edge team. Krozak up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do. What's up?
Hey, man. Obviously doing a great job out there. Performing really well. Been in the top 5 all night. First race of the playoffs. You're second in points going into the playoffs. What's going through your mind?
Honestly, with the amount of just people spinning out, you're getting really loose. I'm really trying to keep the car underneath me. I'm really trying to just run my own race. Because I know how easy it is to get caught up in other people's races or other people's messes, especially at a short track like this. So I'm really just trying to run my own race, run clean. Consistent finishes is, I feel like, my best shot to win a championship. If I can get consistent finishes, maybe once or twice I can luck into a win. And I feel like that's the path to the championship right there. Obviously, you got to get around Thomas Coonan, but
yeah, right, yeah.
By itself.
It is, but you are well within the same ring to be able to take that home, man. You've been doing a great job your entire season here, just performing really, really well, and that's what puts you in the spot you're in that second spot. And we look forward to seeing what you got for the end of this season.
Yeah, if I can just give a quick shout out, Dad, I hope you're watching. We're gonna bring this thing home.
Absolutely.
I hope you're watching too.
Absolutely, man. Well, good luck out there, buddy. We look forward to seeing you out there in the circle.
Thank you.
Alright, so we've had the entirety of Racing Edge up here. No, I think we're missing Culleton. Culleton was another Racing Edge guy, but he actually wasn't able to make the race today, unfortunately. We are lights off the pace car. Andrew Lons on the inside. Caleb Ellswick now on the outside in that second spot. Krozak right behind the 97. And Campbell right behind the 66. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Green flag! 97 jumping right there in front of that number 66. Oh, and we got Brad Wilson coming out of the pits right now. Battle for that first place. Ellswick and Lons fighting it out. Side by side, coming into 1 and 2. They don't want to mess around because Krozak's right there looking for the advantage. He's going to be on the inside of Ellswick now. They're going to be pushing hard. He's going to be trying to take that second spot away. Really nicely done by Krozak coming out of 1 and 2, staying on the inside of number 66. Caleb Ellswick is just pressed the 97. It looks like he's there catching up to the back of him pretty quickly. But the number 8 is going to go ahead and take that advantage and take that spot away from Caleb Ellswick, and he's going to be in second place. Looks like he's fighting hard. He's going to be looking on the inside of the 97 now. Oh, he gets loose. Loses 2 spots right there. Caleb Ellswick able to get his spot back into second place, but the number 11 of Marion is now pushing hard. Marion looking for that second spot. Wow, an incredible turn of events right there, ladies and gentlemen. Marion coming out of nowhere to steal the second place. 66 going to be fighting Krozak, trying to get back up into third. Oh, and we got a peek of Barrows. He's still in 5th place. He's looking to keep that top 5 for tonight, or maybe a little better. He's also going to be one of our playoff drivers. It's like Barrow and Lynch side by side as well. Lynch actually getting up on the inside of the number 66 right there. 23 able to get past Barrow as well, unfortunately. Barrow, he's going to have to fight back to get it back. Oh, 3 wide. 66, 4, and 23 going out of turns 1 and 2. Oh, contact between the 86 and the 23. 23 up into the wall. Oh, man, not what you wanted to see for Thomas Kunin. Hopefully he didn't hit that freaking wall, man. Looked like he got a little... Oh, he got loose on his own. Oh, no. And the 86 just happened to catch up with him. Kunin locked it up. Oh, he didn't even hit the wall. What? No way he was able to keep that alive. Wow. Saving that car all night long, man. He's been in some incredible crashes already, and I'll tell you, he hasn't incurred any damage. But he might... That might be a problem for Kunin if he claimed that last caution. Or if he claimed... No, I don't think he had another caution come out. I think that was his first one. Because the last one was a spin out on the infield, and he was able to get back up there, I think. Oh, and we got some more feedback from Cortland Herman here. Appeal coming July 18th. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I got him crossed, man. I got him crossed. Herman saying looking forward to possibly being able to come back to iRacing. Whether I got to go back down to the lower division to get readjusted. Well, I ain't no fortune teller, but that is not good. No, you're right. It is not. But we definitely looking forward to seeing you hopefully one day come back. We miss us some Herman, man. Definitely do. Trevor Krozak out on top. Yes, he was. Absolutely. He's been out front all night. Amazing race for him. Doing a great job. So we got Campbell up in the booth in that 52. Campbell, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys. What's up?
Hey man, race 1, playoffs, out here at Iowa for the first time, man. How's it feel?
It'd feel a lot better if I was in the playoffs. I think I missed it by like 13 points, but no, this is fun. It's like driving on ice, though. It's real slick coming off of 4.
Yeah, 100. Dude, you're preaching to the choir. I was having major issues in the practice race. Those guys were able to do a great job. I was able to pull out some really fast laps, but I wasn't being consistent with those laps. But it looks like you're doing a pretty good job out there.
Yeah, I got a little track position here because I stayed out and just took fuel on that stop. So we'll see what happens.
All right, well, lights are off the pace car, man. I'm going to get you back down to your teammates. Good luck out there. We look forward to seeing you get that checkered flag.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Absolutely. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go ahead and restart this one more time. Well, not one more time. We got a couple more. But that was going to be a little short of our next stage. Our stage is going to be at 140. 11 is going to be opting for the outside. It looks like Thomas Kunin Tyler Krozak in that number 8 is going to be opting for the inside. 33 behind Krozak, 66 behind Marian. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pace car is about to be off the track. Pace car is off. Geico restart zone. Green flag in the air. Green flag. Looks like Marian is able to get that little bit of a gap. Nice restart on his spot. Oh, and we have a car around Klaus Brahm. Looks like he's around, but I don't see any yellow flag come out. Brahm looks like he was in the middle of the track entering that turn. That's not the optimal point to enter, so it's going to get you... Oh, my. So the 3 and the 92 get together, actually. Let's take a look. And then Brahm just gets loose right there. Dang it, man. So let's go take a look at the 3 and the 92. Oh, looks like a mean checkup from Kunin right there. He comes down the track, spooks the 92. 92 gets into the 3, and then looks like Brahm just tried to correct it, unfortunately. He got involved. But like I said, there was going to be no yellow flag out. Looks like Lynch has a little bit of damage on that front end right there. A lot of battling going on out on the track right now. .33 on the inside of the 86 is Shane Cochran. Cochran trying to keep that 5th spot for himself. Oh no, he's trying to take the 4th spot from the 33, catching up to the 66 of Ellswick. Cochran able to keep that spot. He's going to go ahead and maintain 5th. He's going to be chasing down Caleb Ellswick. Why does it show Lynch in front of those guys? That's so strange. Marian able to distance himself a little bit, but not for long. Krozak's right behind him. .23 having a little bit of a battle right there with Joseph Barrow. He's going to be on the inside of the 52 of William Campbell, looking to take that spot away. Can he do it? Looks like the 52's got a lot of momentum coming out of those turns on that top middle side. Oh, whoa, what happened with Barrow right there? It looks like 98 and Barrow make a little bit of contact. Barrow loses some speed right there. 7 jetting up through the side of Justin Harris. He's going to be taking that 9th spot away. Barrow also with a little bit of damage on that front end. Oh, Barrow loose right there. Coming out of 4. Right there where we were talking to Campbell about getting loose. 3 wide right there. 98, 4, and 7. Great job by those guys backing out of that. Gallman looking to punch through the top 10 again today. Contact between the 4 and the 98. 4, 98, 98 up into the wall. I don't know what kind of damage that caused to the 98. Let's see if we can take a look. 32 up into the wall as well. Looks like the 98's down pulling off the track. Yeah, he's got major damage on that front wheel. Him and Barrow got into that contact. Just, man, that sucks. Oh, and as the yellow flag comes out, Caleb Ellswick involved in an accident. Looks like it is a solitary incident. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks like to be a solitary spin right there. If I'm Aaron Yancey, I was driving straight through that pit and I'm making my way back around with that broken tire, staying on that lead lap if I possibly can. Ellswick cutting back around onto the track. Looks like he was able to safely get back down to the bottom of the track. A lot of our drivers are going to be pitting.
Ellswick definitely suffering from an earlier collision that put him up into the wall. Definitely gave him some right wheel damage, unable to control himself there, and eventually coming all the way around. He did go ahead and claim that one, though.
Wow. A lot of amazing racing so far, Austin. Lots of it. Is this going to cover our stage, or we're going to have a stage here in a couple laps?
Yes, that was lap 136, which means we are within 5 of the normal stage.
All right, so that will be our stage, our second stage, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even get a count on that stage. I wasn't expecting it to be stage, honestly, to tell you the truth. So 7 regular cautions tonight, 2 stage cautions, 9 altogether, but we are 140 laps in to a 250 lap race. These guys have got about 110 laps to go. JK shouting out Andrew Lons, and he says it's pronounced Lonis. Andrew Lonis. Or loans. Is it really pronounced loans, like as in a car loan? No, well, this is the first I've ever been corrected by it, so I'm not 100% sure. And I am famous for getting names wrong, so.
What? No way. Rest in peace, Trudy.
Coonan trying to pull it. Flashbang said Coonan trying to pull a Jimmy Johnson spin and win.
There you go.
And then JK back with you got it. There we go. Loans. Lights are off the pace car, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to kick it back off. So far been a stellar race, breaking out for the Kimberly Araujo 220, man. Iowa, great pick, good track. These guys they're really good at what they do, and they're showing it right now.
Absolutely. Now, despite the amount of cautions we have, it's been a great race to watch.
Absolutely. I'm enjoying myself. Pace cars off the track, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Green flag. Looks like the 71 of Andrew Blunt, or 71 of Gallman, has made his way back up front. He is going to be in second place, looking to take that first spot from the 97 of Andrew Lawns. But careful, Krozak is right there in third. right on the inside of the 71 of Gallman. Gallman's going to have to really perform. Oh no, and we have another crash. That's going to be Aaron Yancey. Oh, I think they're going to blame that on the number 3. Oh, right up into Menchaca. Menchaca up into the wall. No. Bunch of damage for Menchaca. Looks like Elliott was able to save it. He didn't get a whole lot of damage, but man, Menchaca took a big hit right there. Hopefully he still has that fast repair. We're going to go ahead and get back to a restart. So we got the 96 in the booth. You got a copy 96?
Oh, what's going on, guys?
Hey, buddy. I don't want to mispronounce your last name. How do you say it?
Oh, so it's like Como, like Como.
Okay, I can do that. All right, no problem. All right. Yeah. So Como coming out here into obviously the first playoff race for the Cup Series, very technical track. How's it going out there for you guys?
Well, I'm just trying to get Chad up here to, we're just trying to have Chad to have a nice clean race and, have smooth, consistent laps throughout. Hopefully get a good finish here for the boys, but, other than that, we're just going to have fun out there,
Well, and obviously, being up in the Cup Series is not the easiest thing to do. There's a lot of competition out on the track. Coming into the first race with all these playoff drivers just fighting so hard for every point that they can get. Do you feel it's going to cause you and your team any problems for the end of the season?
No, definitely not. I feel like the boys and I definitely have a solid head on our shoulders, and we'll definitely come out finishing strong through these playoffs.
Awesome. Well, we definitely look forward to it, man. Every step of the way for the Yancey team, we look forward to seeing what you guys can do.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Absolutely, man. You guys have an amazing race, and we'll see you out there with taking that checkered flag.
No, hopefully.
Yeah, I am looking forward to it.
Oh, great. Have a good one, guys.
Yes, sir. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lights are about to be off the pace car. Andrew Lons, Gallman, Cochran, and Marion about to start it back off here at Iowa. Brad Wilson still fighting adversity back there in the back of the field. Looks like he is now 2 laps down, unfortunately. Klaus Brahm now coming back out. It looks like he's going to be now a lap down as well. He's going to be several laps down. Dang it. A little bit of a gap between the pace car and the drivers, but that's all right. 97 is going to start off down low, 71 up high. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, restart here at Iowa. Lons and Marion fighting for position to take that, see who's going to take that first spot. Oh, 11 up into the 97 a little bit, gets loose down to the bottom of the track. He's going to lose a bunch of positions there. That was a great save. Was amazing save because he jumped all the way to the back, went 3 wide, and still was able to keep it straight. Wow. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to cross the threshold with only 100 laps to go. There it is. Andrew Lon still able to keep that little bit of a lead he has. Cheshire trying to chase him down. Cheshire in second place for the first time tonight. Trying to look for the lead he's always wanted here at Iowa. Cochran in third. Coming out of nowhere, man. He's always been the ninja driver, man. He comes out of nowhere every single time he takes a win. Oh, and that is going to be a caution involving Campbell. Oh, dang it. Campbell in that 52. Oh, it looks like a little bit of net code between the 52 and the 17 right there. Oh, 52 taking a little bit of rear end damage.
17, there's like 1.5 foot of net code on that one, brother.
Oh, man. Not what you wanted to see for the 52 or the 17. 52 actually came out here and was up in the front for a little while. Started off our race on the pole a couple times. Hopefully he can get back up front. Couple drivers opting to pit right there. Gallman coming down. '97 of Andrew Lon's, Cheshire, Cochran, and Barrow are going to start us back off here. So we got Harris up in the booth. Harris, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Hey, man. How's it going out there for the first playoff race for you guys?
A wild ride. That's what I'll call it.
Yeah, I was out there myself last night in the practice race, and it was definitely a difficult run.
100%. Yeah. With the runs you get and the looseness around everybody else, it's a show.
Well, you guys have been doing an amazing job with as much patience and give and take as you guys have had. Seems like a bunch of just selfless spinouts, and maybe a little bit of contact here and there. The last one was 100% net code. Haven't seen a lot of that lately in the last couple of races, but it always pokes its head where we don't want it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but these bumps in 1 and 2 are also a nightmare too, so that might have something to do with it.
Absolutely. Well, either way, man, we wish you guys luck out there at Outlaw Performance for the first race in the playoffs, and we look forward to seeing you out in the winner's circle.
Thank you, bud.
Absolutely. All right, and as we come back around, the lights will be off the pace car as they cross the finish line, and we will reline back up to start her back off here for the Kimberly Araujo 220 Memorial Race at Iowa. Yeah, also, we still got 95 laps to go, man. These guys still have a lot of racing in Stage 3. We could see some green flag pit stops. Anything could happen.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time for anything to happen. And I know we are definitely getting up there in the caution count at this point, but nobody really in that danger zone of getting booted from the races yet. most of the drivers who have been claimed already either understand what is required of them to get through this race or have cleaned up the act.
Here we go, back to green flag again. Andrew Lon's able to get that little bit of a jump again. Well, look out, Cochran and taking that second place away. He's going to be side by side with Cheshire. Cheshire not trying to give up that second spot. 3 wide, 23, 66, and 3 going out of turn 1 and 2. 11 side by side with that 54. Looks like Dustin Haynes went high. He's going to be following that 66 of Ellswick. He's going to be trying to match that line. Coonan still right there. He's going to be on the inside of the 66. Coonan back, making his way back up through the field one more time. I think that's the third time we've seen him go all the way to the back to the front. A lot of trouble out here for our points leader. 8 up in front of the 11. Kozak losing a couple positions there. He had to check up. Caleb Ellswick looking to get some positions back on the inside of the 7. Trying to chase down that 23 of Coonan. Coonan looking at the back door of Barrow. Barrow says no way. He's going to go ahead and keep that spot. Ellswick. Oof. Close right there with Harris and Ellswick at number 7. It looked like Barrow got up into the wall a little bit. .66 looking at the back of Barrow now. Had to check up a little bit. Barrow breaking a little earlier for that turn. Barrow kicks out a little bit. Oh, he loses another couple positions. 3 of Haynes able to get by as well. Barrow drops back to 9. Let's go ahead and check in with our leader. Lynch is now our leader somehow. Coming out of nowhere. 86 and 97. They're going to be side by side fighting for that second spot. Right on the backside of Lynch. Coonan now breaking his way into 4th place. Coonan's going to have to be real careful not to push too hard to get up there. He was able to pass a bunch of drivers so far. And there he goes. Pushed Cochran a little bit too heavy into that last turn. Cochran able to maintain it somehow. Ooh, Cochran is going to be super upset about that.
Teammates.
That is his teammate, ain't it? That put Cochran back in 15th place. Cochran losing over 12 positions. Oh, huge checkup with the number 3. Big group of cars right there. 7, 66, 4, 3, 52. 3 getting sideways. Dusty Haynes, he's going to be sideways on the track. Well, we've pretty much seen it, but let's go ahead and take a look. Looked like the back end kicked out right there. Yeah, right there you see it snap. Bam. Right around, he locks it up like he's supposed to. Good job. Not trying to get in anybody else. Looked like he had something wrong with that front right wheel though. Lynch is going to maintain that top spot. He's going to stay out while Andrew Lange, Cheshire, Coonan, and everybody else comes down pit lane. Do you think that was a bad decision on Lynch's part?
It's entirely possible. However, the 3 car did go ahead and claim it, so regardless of what he thinks, it's the 3's fault in the eyes of the law.
Alright, well, that is what it is. Looks like a few drivers decided not to pit. Lynch, Barrow, Marion, Gallman, Sprouse, and Scott Yancey. Marion going to be back up into 3rd. Barrow, he's in 2nd place. He's going to start off on the podium for the first time, or start off on the pole for the first time tonight on this restart. Now coming down to it, less than 100 laps. I mean, these guys have a lot on the line. They're going to be pushing really, really hard to get as many points as possible, and everybody's coming up with these different strategies. We're about to see how it's about to play out. But with Coonan, Krozak, Lons, Ellswick, and Campbell all pitting, I don't know if that's going to be a disadvantage for this this team up front of 33 and 4.
Is definitely going to be a tough restart. But good for them for getting into that position.
Well, and so as it sits right now, these guys are actually on 30 lap older tires than the guys that just pitted.
Wow. That is astounding.
Yeah, so we could see some significant changes very, very quickly on this restart.
Here we go. 33 with a healthy jump.
Absolutely creating a decent little gap between him and Barrow. He's got about 0.4 on Barrow right at the moment. Barrow's being chased down by Marion in that 3rd place, but Gallman is back up front again in that 4th spot, looking to see if he can take that lead back. Gallman did start on the pole tonight, but through unfortunate events is just now making his way back up front. Ooh, a bunch of driving going on back here. 23 on the inside of the 92. He's now made his way up back towards the front after that pit stop. Man, I don't know if it was advantageous for them to do that. Because now there's a strong chance that they have to pit under green. Well, either way, I think all of them are going to have to pit under green. There's 75 laps to go, and I don't think they have that kind of tank left in it. Elite dives down low real quick, inside of 23, 23 on the inside of 77. They go 3 wide for a second. Cutting back through the 48 of Cheshire up on the inside of the 92. Checking up a little bit. 17 got to check up. 92 slides out. Wide back there with 97, 7, and 17. They got some crazy racing going on back here. Still 3 wide back here with those guys. Ooh, 7 barely avoiding that. 92 sideways. Looks like the 17 got into him. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, nah. Let's come back here. 92 up high. Oh, he might have just had too much turn in that wheel. 17 might not have seen him because he crossed over the 97. Hopefully the 17 didn't take too much damage on that accident. It doesn't look like it, actually. It doesn't look like any damage. Good for him. Coonan now back up into 2nd place somehow. This dude is a freaking magician. Yeah, there we go. Now our drivers are starting to come down into pit lane. Coonan decides to stay out, as well as Krozik, Cheshire, and the guys that have already pitted. That's going to put Caleb Ellswick in 4th place as well. Coonan, our new leader. Those guys are just now starting to come back out onto the track. Lynch coming out in 9th place, Marion in 10th, Gallman in 11th, Harris in 12th. How come Barrow still hasn't come out yet? Here he comes. Oh, he's probably getting a little bit of that damage fixed, I bet. go. Lights are off the pace car. 23 on the inside for the restart. Krosick, his teammate's going to be on the outside. Followed up by Cheshire, and Ellswick is back up front again. Here we go. With only 58 laps to go here at Iowa to finish off the Kimberly Araujo 220 Memorial Race. Pace car's off the track. Green flag. Decent little jump for himself. Eight's not gonna let him go anywhere. Banish Wraith chiming in. Mason, let's go, Barrow. Get back up there, brother. Jimmy Lynch in there. Let's go, Wesley. Appreciate all you guys for being here. Thomas Coonan just keeps increasing that little bit of a gap that he has. Now 0.3. But Krosick is not going to let him get away that easily. Must have happened to Barrow. Oh, never mind. He got that damage fixed. He sat in the pit longer than everybody else. Oh, I heard something. Oh no, it wasn't Barrow, was it? Oh no. Oh, it wasn't Barrow. Dusty Haynes and Chad Ashley? What? Cars are those? That's the 54. That is Chad Ashley. Let's go see what happened. Oh, those guys got right up. The 11, 54, and 7 got right up next to each other. Oh, 11 takes a hard hit to the outside wall. And then the 3 gets collected by the 54. Dang it. Drivers are not going to be happy about that. Caleb Ellswick decides to go down into the pits. Not sure what's going on there. I don't know if that's the number 3. I don't know if that's his night or...
The 11 actually claimed that one.
Okay. So we have Chad Ashley in the booth. Chad, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. Obviously, we've seen that incident right there. Unfortunate that you were involved in that, man. What's going through your mind here tonight?
Oh man, it's been a good race so far, but I don't know. I don't know who was behind me those last couple laps, but I don't know. I wasn't racing the way they were racing me, so I knew something was going to go down, but it's all good.
Well, either way, it didn't seem like you didn't take a whole bunch of damage off that, did you?
I had a fast repair, but I believe I'm out of tires now, so I'm pretty
out of tires
in the tire department. Yeah.
Oh no. That's probably one of the worst things to be.
Yeah, we're gonna baby him for 60 laps.
Man, well, either way, I admire your dedication to those set of tires, sir.
We'll see what happens.
Awesome, man. Well, good luck out there. We wish you guys the best, and go Yancey Motorsports.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
All right. Lights are going to be off the pace car here in a moment. Like he said, 60 laps to go. Are we getting close to anybody at their limit? Or, oh shoot, he's doing some race control stuff. We'll leave him alone and let him to his own devices. Lights are going to be off that pace car. Kunin and Krozak going to start it off as a team here again at Iowa. Let's see who gets the advantage this time. Cochran, he made his way back up front after that devastating spin down towards the bottom. He was able to recover it, but finds his way back up in fourth place, or third place. Here we go. Lights are off that pace car. Green flag is in the air. Green flag! Krozak not with the jump that he wanted right there, unfortunately. That's going to give Kunin the advantage. 86 then makes the pass for that second spot. So now Shane Cochran is now going to be up there chasing for the lead. .48 and the 97 of Andrew Lons, they're going to be side by side. 48 able to take that away. Cheshire, he's now going to be up in the fourth position. Andrew Lons of the 97 isn't letting go that easy. He's going to be side by side with that 48 car. As we come into the closing sections of the race, where's your pick at?
Ooh, let's see. If I went with Kunin, he is in first position.
Dang it.
He is doing A-OK.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Gallman, on the other hand, not doing so hot.
Yeah, he just has been involved in a couple issues tonight, unfortunately. Not the short track racer we wanted to see today.
56 laps, plenty of time with a couple restarts to get back to where he needs to be, but definitely not the best showing.
Gallman comes out and performs every race, man, doing a great job. Wilson, 89, just popping up on my thing real quick, on my crash meter. Oh, down onto the inside wall, back out to the outside wall, flips that car. Oh my Lord. That's going to be a devastating crash for Brad Wilson. That is probably going to be his race, unfortunately. We are still green flag here at Iowa. That number 8 of Krozak has now taken the second spot away. Cochran trying to get back up to the back of the number 8. Kunin running that same line that I was running in that practice race. Cheshire trying to avoid contact with that 7 of Harris. It's going to go ahead and drop back behind and give Harris that position, but not for long. Waiting for that number 7 to make any kind of mistake to take advantage of.
Very healthy lead for Kunin, almost 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's actually the biggest lead that
And a
we've
caution.
had tonight. And there is a caution. Looks like involving Menchaca. Menchaca riding that high line. Looks like he's getting turned sideways a little bit right there. Yeah, and then snaps back up into the wall. Right in front of Brom, the number 41. One of our playoff drivers. No way. Hopefully Brom didn't take too much damage from that. Hopefully the 32 is going to be okay as well. Looks like Brom had a different incident as well. Said he crashed. I don't see a crash. Oh man. Bunch of drivers decide to come down into pits. Kozik, Lynch, Cheshire, Ellswick, Campbell, Barrow, Brom, all of them. The ones that opted to stay out were Cochran, Harris, Sprouse, Yancey, Gallman, and Marion. Kunin as well. He decided to pit. These guys are going to get those fresh tires for the last 45 laps of this race. That's going to give them enough to keep it all the way around. But that is going to go ahead and give Shane Cochran that lead. Does he have enough fuel to make it, Austin? Looks like Austin's doing his thing. We'll leave him to his own. But I don't know. It's going to come down to it.
It is going to be tight. Yeah, it is. It is absolutely going to be tight. That is the 32 claiming that one. That is his second claim of the night, and he has been parked.
Oh, hate to see that for Menchaca. Always a high-spirited person. Great driver. GEC veteran. Just wish he could still be out here with us. Lights are off the pace car. We're going back green flag racing. 86 of Cochran on the inside, 7 of Harris on the outside. I think this is the first restart Harris has been on the pole, so it's going to be interesting to see what these guys can do on those old tires. Their last pit stop was 179. Cochran was 168. So Cochran hasn't taken a pit stop in a long time. Green flag is out. 86 with a nice jump right there. $17 trying to maintain that second spot, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. 7 of Harris is going to go ahead and take that. 92 of Yancey. Oh no. That's going to be a big one, guys. Damn. Coonan involved. Rom, Sprouse, Harris. $23 around up into another car. It looked like Barrow. I thought I heard somebody blow their engine. It's going to bring a lot of our drivers back down into the pits. It looked like a little bit of a push from the 92 got him around. Let's see if anybody claims that one. That is going to be a huge disadvantage for whoever gets faulted on that. Here we go, lights are off the pace car. 92 is deciding to go down low on the inside. Caleb Ellswick is going to restart on the outside with Lynch right behind him. 71 of Gallman has made his way back up front again in that third position. Let's see what he's got. Coonan getting knocked back to 9th place in that restart. Pace car's off the track. Green flag. Just able to barely maintain that. Goes up into the wall a little bit. He's going to lead that lap, though. He's going to ride that wall all the way around that turn. That is going to be a successful round for him somehow. And we have another caution. Looks like Justin Harris involved in this one. Oh, he snaps up into the wall. Barely avoiding Haynes. Oh, that's a devastating crash for the number 7. A solitary crash on his own. Not what you wanted to see for Harris. He was definitely one of the faster drivers out here tonight. That's probably going to be it for him, I imagine. Unless he has a fast repair hanging out somewhere. Let's see if we can get a look at that right front. That doesn't look that bad. Well, to complete this out, these guys are going to have to calm down a little bit. Everybody is so gung-ho to get up there. There's, what, 35 laps left in this race. That's still a good chunk. It looks like Scott Yancey in that 92 is going to be on 20 lap older tires than everybody else. He's going to be the only driver that has not pitted since lap 179. Thomas Coonan still within grasp to be able to get up there. Lights are off that pace car now. 92 is going to restart with the 66 on his outside. 97 behind Caleb Ellswick. Cheshire behind our leader. Or Campbell, sorry. Campbell behind her. No, it is Cheshire. Yeah, Cheshire behind the 92. Only 35 laps. This is going to be pretty quick as these guys do it all green. Which I'm hoping. I got strong faith in these guys. Pace car's off the track. Green flag. 92 jumping up in front of Caleb Ellsworth right there. Looks like he's able to maintain for now. He did take that wall ride, so I'm not sure he has any damage up there. It did look like I seen a little bit of damage on that right front. Caleb Ellswick now takes the lead. No way we got a caution already.
Yes, we do.
Oh no. Gallman involved. Harris involved. O2 involved.
Copy 8 claim. Thank you.
Looks like the 8 turned up into Klaus Brahm. Brahm just involved in everything tonight, and most of it's not his fault. It's going to be the first claim for the 8, but I think that's going to be Brahm's night. Dang it. Cheshire, our new leader. Gallman, Ellswick, Lynch, Krozak all went down into the pit. How many do we have any drivers that are close to their limit?
Yes, we do actually. Sprouse has already been DQ'd. Harris is at 22. Haynes is at 21. Brahms at 21. Menchaca's already out. Yancey's at 21. Elliott's at 20. Wilson's already out.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot.
These guys are just going to have to be careful or they're not going to finish this race. By the restart, we're going to have like 25 laps to go. Well, this is going to leave some advantages for some of these drivers and big disadvantages for a lot of them. Klaus Brahm now out of the race, it looks like. Sprouse. Chad Ashley's still in the pits. Elliott's still in the pit. Elliott coming out now. Elliott's still on the lead lap? I think he is. Maybe. Either way, lights are off that pace car. We're going back green flag racing here at Iowa. I know these guys got it in them. We're about to see some great racing here for the last 25 laps, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag is out. Cheshire getting a decent jump for himself right there. So close to that wall. Noonan just trying to fight Cheshire. I don't know. It looks like Cheshire actually pitted 5 laps before Coonan. So he's going to be on 5 lap older tires. Coonan, he's going to be on the inside of him. Just not able to maintain that momentum that he's looking for. Coonan trying hard to make that pass. They're going to be side by side coming into the backstretch, 3 and 4. Oh, the 11 gets loose. They're able to maintain it right up in front of the 4. Luckily, the 4 didn't overreact. Good job on those guys. Marion dropping back a little bit. He's going to be in that 12th position. Steven Linger shouting out Skidmark. Let's go Skidmark. Absolutely. 66 looking to run down the 86 of Shane Cochran to break back into the top 5. Ellswick's going to be right up behind his bumper. He's going to be looking on the inside. They're going to be side by side. Ellswick carrying a lot of momentum coming out of that turns. He's going to be a little high on that one, but he looks like he's going to be able to maintain that position in front of Shane Cochran. Cochran back up front after that. Pushed by his teammate earlier, got him loose down into the bottom of the field. 52 looking behind Andrew Lawns. They're fighting real hard on that outside. That's going to allow Caleb Ellswick to take advantage. He's going to be taking those positions. 66. Heck of a move to take that 3rd place away. Cochran as well. He's going to be on the inside of the 97. They're going to be fighting hard trying to break that 4th spot. Cochran with a decent amount of momentum. Oh, Ellswick down the track. Looks like he got loose. Thomas Coonan was able to take that spot from Cheshire finally. He's going to now have a distance of 0.9. To Shane Cochran still fighting that 97 of Andrew Lawns. Oh, they got close. Little bit of contact right there. Still able to maintain. Slowed it down to give the 52 the advantage to jump on the inside 3 wide. Cochran just getting pushed out. He's going to have to slow up a little bit so they don't push it 3 wide. 52 looked like he had to check up. .52 with a lot of momentum coming out of these turns. He's able to get up underneath the 97. Oh, he skips out a little bit. That's going to give Cochran the advantage. Cochran having to check up for that, unfortunately, not able to get around. That's going to give the advantage to the 33 and the number 8 of Tyler Krozak. .97 of Andrew Loans coming down that front stretch. He's able to get a little bit of distance between the 52 and himself. Ellswick starting to pull away as well. He's about a second in front of our 4th place of Andrew Loans. Cheshire in that 48. He's going to continue to keep pushing to try to catch up to Coonan, but Coonan is just increasing that lead. He's now another 2 seconds ahead. Or 1.8 at least, 1.9 now, and it's going to be one of the biggest leads we've seen all night. $13 to go for the Kimberly Araujo Memorial 220 here at Iowa, ladies and gentlemen. Been an amazing race so far. These guys putting it all on the line for race 1 of the playoffs. Everybody fighting every inch to get every point they could possibly get. Lynch back there fighting with Krozak side by side. Looks like Lynch is able to inch his way up front, but Crossack is able to maintain enough speed to keep in front of him. They made contact a little bit right there. Oh! Lynch goes around! And Lynch is sideways on the track. It's going to bring out a self-spin caution here. With only 10 to go, they're going to go ahead and re-rack them. Coonan got to be a little nervous at this point.
$33, is that a claim I see in the chat?
What happened with the 3?
33 claimed that.
10-4. It looked like Andrew Lones, Cheshire, Campbell, Gallman, and Yancey all pitted on that one. Yeah, Thomas Coonan, he's got to be a little bit nervous, right? I mean, making his way from the front to the back at least 3 times tonight, 4 times tonight. Having Caleb Ellswick, strong, super strong racer right there with him. His teammate Crossack is going to be behind him. I can't imagine that he's in like a super comfortable spot right at the moment.
Definitely a tough position to be in.
Well, I'm sure he'd much rather be starting on the outside with his teammate. Here we go. Lights are off the pace car, hopefully for the final time tonight. 66 on the inside of the 23. 23 opting to go up high. Like I said earlier in the race, man, I think that restart on that up high is definitely going to give him a little bit more speed. Samantha Smith shouting out Crossack. Crossack has been up front all night long with his partner Thomas Coonan in that 23. Number 8 has showed some blistering speed. We're looking forward to seeing him out there. Here we go. Last set of turns for the pace car tonight. Pace car off the track. Green flag is out. Thomas Coonan able to make the jump he needed to stay out front. He's going to have a fight. Caleb Ellswick is not going to be giving up very easily. But Krozak is right there. He's going to be chasing down Caleb Ellswick to try to take that position away to get back up behind his teammate. The 86 is Shane Cochran in the 4th spot. 52 something up with Campbell. Oh, man. Oh, they took it 3 wide with Barrow. Wasn't able to make it. Barrow gonna have a good amount of damage off of that, I imagine. Short track racing or not, it's still gonna matter. Wow. Never thought we'd be here, Austin. 20 cautions?
I know, right? I believe we have green-white checkers on, but I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah, we have 3 of them, actually. Really hoping we were going to get to the end of that one. Looks like a couple drivers are deciding to come down into the pit lane. Barrow is making his way back around the track. I don't know, it looks like he fixed all that damage. It looks like he might have had a fast repair. Does Barrow have any black flags?
Let me see here. Barrow does not have any black flags at the moment.
Nice. Not only has this been the longest race of the season, but it's also been the most cautions that we've ever seen in GEC history. Not the milestone we were looking to check off tonight.
No, but we are coming to a close regardless within the next couple laps here.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're able to at least maintain that last lap into the white flag, man, because if not, we're going to re-rack them all over again. Alright, these guys are back to double file, green flag, or sorry, pace, lights are off that pace car, 23 on the outside, 66 on the inside. Again, it's going to be a hell of a battle between Ellswick and Coonan as we come to the end of this race, man. Ellswick's not going to be looking to give up very easily.
Well, and that top 5 is a lethal top 5 to have. Coonan, Ellswick, Cochran, Krozak, and Loams. That is one heck of a top 5.
Here we go. Green flag's in the air. Green flag's out. 86 right up behind that 23. Ellswick got much fresher tires than that 23. He's going to get on the inside of him right there. Oh, just not able to clutch it, unfortunately. 97-86 battling it out for third place. Ellswick crossover. Ellswick losing a little speed right there, unfortunately. Come on. You guys got it. White flag, checker flag, and that's a checkered flag? I thought we were going into the white flag. That's a win. Hell of a fight. 23, 97, and 66 take it home. Thomas Coonan fighting from the front to the back 4 times tonight, able to take home a victory here at Iowa. That is going to be a wrap for the Kimberly Araujo 220 Memorial Race. Thank you so much. We will get our drivers in here for a driver interview. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our drivers on the podium here at Iowa. 23 is Shane Cochran. So sorry. Thomas Coonan out here coming from the front to the back 4 times, like we'd said. Man, what's going through your mind here for the first playoff race?
Honestly, this first playoff race was a emotional roller coaster. I went from the highest highs to the lowest lows, and at least I ended up on the highest highs before I got back down the slope again. But definitely one of those races where it was just an up and down, just constantly. And I don't know if I was able to keep my cool the entire way, but I'm glad, though, I was able to at least keep my cool enough to get a win tonight.
Well, and as those couple last restarts right there, man, I was telling Austin, I was like, I know he's not in a comfortable place right now. You were on 20 lap older tires than Ellswick. Ellswick definitely had the advantage, but unfortunately he just twitched out a little bit on that last lap and just wasn't able to get back up to your back. Congratulations, man. Good job on your first win for the playoffs, and that definitely set you up for success to go home with a championship this season.
Absolutely.
Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
I would like to thank my sponsors, Pit Pass Network, MIZ Business and Consulting, Rev Limit Workshop, all my teammates on Racing Edge, as always, because I would have not won this race without their help. I would like to thank you guys in the booth and everyone running the show. Definitely some of the best racing I've had on the sim.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here, and congratulations on your win tonight. We look forward to seeing you towards the end of the season.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Second place, Andrew Lawns, coming out of nowhere, man. You were up front for a good majority of the race, but man, a podium. Awesome job out here for the first playoff race, man. What's going through your mind?
That was exciting, man. That was a good time. Unfortunately, not in the playoffs this season. I joined a little late, so I didn't make the playoffs. So I had nothing to lose today. Didn't take any tires in the first stage. Obviously, I was struggling a bit at the end there, but it left me that last set at the end, which I had with however many laps to go it was. What was it? 7 laps to go. I think if I hadn't got stuck behind, I can't even remember who it was. There was some guy on the outside. I was stuck a little bit behind. Obviously, I don't want to bump anyone out the way. I maybe could have got the win here, but what a great race, man. That was really good fun.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you had a great time. You definitely came out and put on a hell of a show. A lot of competition out there tonight, and you were still able to take home a podium. Good job.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Yeah, my spotter turned up late. Ben, he would be racing with us, but he finishes work a bit late and can't join the league in time. But yeah, he joined late and helped me out there at the end. So yeah, appreciate it, Ben.
Awesome. And Ben, he's from OCS?
He is indeed. Benjamin Archuleta.
Yes, I'm very familiar with Mr. Archuleta. Thank you so much for coming in and helping our boy out take home a podium tonight. Andrew Luntz, congratulations for the first race in the playoffs.
Oh, and it's slowness as well. I've
Loans.
never corrected you.
I keep saying
Lowness.
that too. I've been corrected already, and I continue to say it.
Justin told me earlier. He said I'm going to make him say it right, but no, all good.
I said it right a few times in the broadcast, and I immediately switched back somehow. My apologies.
No, all good, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Last but not least, third place, Caleb Ellswick on the podium again. Man, great job out there tonight. What's going through your mind, Ellswick?
Yeah, man, appreciate it. It was a fun race for sure. Was not expecting the speed that I had there towards the beginning of the runs compared to what Racing Edge had there. I felt like I had about a top 5 car. A lot of it was just going to be based on tire strategy, and I think Coonan threw us all for a loop when he started in the rear. So I was kind of figuring out what was he doing, but it was a fun race. Enjoyed it. A lot of off throttle, a lot of side by side sliding around. Fun that was pretty impressive. I mean, I was expecting a lot more cautions, even though we had some there. We went several good green flag runs, so that was good to see. I was like the 97, and I ended up saving a set in stage 2 there, and helped me a little bit. If those last few cautions would have went a little bit longer, and I could have had a little bit more tire difference maybe, but I didn't. Unless the 23 we got off the top, there's no way. I don't think I could have got around him underneath him. I gave it a shot there coming off 4, and I just can't keep the throttle down. So, it was a good race, good fun time, and it was good to have back-to-back podiums. It's starting to see some success in the amount of practice that we're doing over there at IT Now.
Well, and it definitely shows in all that dedication. Coming back from obviously, a championship in season 3 and taking home, I believe you took home that season as well, the team championship as well.
Yeah, we did.
And I know you guys have been fighting back for it ever since. It looks like you guys are actually clawing your way back to the top. Congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, we're not. I don't think mathematically anybody can touch Racing Edge's team points, but. It's good to finish strong towards the end of the season and get prepared for the off season and next season to kick back up. It's going to come back around quicker than anybody expects, so it will definitely be a fun time.
Yeah, I agree, absolutely, 100%. But you guys came out and killed it tonight. Congratulations. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Yeah, I appreciate it. As always, thanks, good Lord above, for allowing us to do this. Huge shout out to IT and Out and the guys there on the road and oval side. We're all putting a lot of practice in, trying to get better and see if we can start competing a little bit further up front that we hope to be. And thanks for our alliance partners there with Tachyon. I'm really enjoying the practicing that we're being able to work with each other on, and hope to continue that partnership. And as always, thanks to the admin and everyone and GEC that does their part. And just look forward to each and every week.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, guys. Good work. And thank you all for being here for the Kimberly Araujo 220. Again, this is a memorial race for one of our closest friends' mother's passing away, and I'll tell you, for all the people that have passed away, this is also for you fighting cancer and anybody that's currently fighting. We're definitely in support of everybody. So thank you all for being here, and we will definitely see you guys next time here at GEC for Playoff Race 2. Thank you all.